Did you need to reinstall?
No, what I had to end up doing, and I lost some things, was clear off the game save file. Well, I backed it up first, and then renamed the game save folder so it recreated it, and that appears to have
right.
put things back as it should be.
That seems like a nice little trick. Rather
That was a little bit weird. Yeah, I think what caused it was my user directory ran out of space last night, so it was down to like 0 byte free, and I think it must have tried to write to one of the files and ended up corrupting it because it didn't have enough space to write the file.
Okay.
So
Hello.
Okay. Hello, Compton.
the guns on the Huey definitely seem to have had their impact reduced, so I have to do so much more shooting now.
I wonder if that's an error or an accuracy.
I don't know. I mean, I don't actually know what rounds it fires. I don't think the I-16... Has the I-16 got 20s? I can't remember.
Might it depend on what mark?
Whatever one...
I don't know what one you've got there.
No, I don't know either.
I've had a couple of micro freezes
Yeah.
and a longer one there. Though my hard drive
Not had
is,
any freezes yet.
yeah, it looks as though I've got activity, but I suppose I should always get some.
Yeah. Although, so I did get the drop in stream performance. So I don't know if that was like a loading up type thing that you might be getting as well.
Where'd you check that?
I just happened to look across at the laptop and noticed that it was all juddery.
Oh,
And then
right.
when I looked over at OBS on the status bar, it said there was an encoding overload.
Oh, right.
Which, yeah. Which, in fairness, there shouldn't be.
No. Right, I've got to remember that I've got to use my rudder a lot more now because of the adjustment that I made. And that was the problems I had yesterday, I think. Because I've made the rudder less sensitive, so I've got to put a lot more on as I'm taking off. Less sensitive,
Yeah.
so that, you say, you've only got to touch it coming in for a strafe and it's all over the place. So, I think I'm good to go. I'm going to be taking off in a second. I'm gonna go for the ones to the east of the airfield to start with, just for a change. Well, that was okay. On the first one I managed to get 2 ground units. I've got that slight wobble again, so I think they've hit my engine. Like the engine's out of balance. I've got 2 more units left to hit, so if I do them,
You sound slightly quieter than normal, slightly muffled.
okay, I don't know why that would be. Perhaps I was just speaking quieter. But I'm on a run. Yeah, the engine is definitely out of balance. So, mission accomplished, returning to base.
Very good.
I mean, the temperatures seem okay, oil and water, so I don't know what it will have hit, unless I've got a chunk of my prop missing, maybe. Perhaps they call it the prop, so the prop's running on imbalanced, maybe, don't know.
Yeah.
Now, the engine compartment has been hit, it is peppered. I'm quite sure that the reduced sensitivity of the rudder has made it easier for me to aim, and I'm not accidentally catching it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I might have even actually affected the pitch as well. I can't remember.
Right. Okay.
Just on the finals. sounds very noisy, like I've got a blown tyre again. So I'm going to have to look at that. Yeah, and I don't think I landed heavily. My left tyre is gone. I reckon they hit that when they peppered the wing. They hit the tyre. That's good, isn't it? That's pretty good. Because it's the left tyre that's gone, and it's only the left wing that's peppered. Well, apart from the nose area.
I thought that's probably another artifact of the damage model update.
Yeah, that's quite good. But it's definitely a very flat. It's a flat tyre, but only on one side. It's slightly off the ground at an angle, so I'm not quite sure why that would be. But yeah, it did definitely sound odd when I touched down, and I don't think I landed badly. It wasn't a heavy landing to blow it. You have to be pretty heavy to blow the tyre. I've landed a lot heavier than that before, and not blown tyres. So I think they hit it when they got my wing.
Didn't blow during takeoff by chance, did it?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm trying to be careful not to be too fast on takeoff now. I lift off a bit earlier, and it didn't seem to be all over the place.
No.
But it is that wing that's been hit, and including bullet holes directly above where that wheel would sit in the wheel cavity. So I reckon they got it. That's nice. That's a nice touch if they've done that.
Request repair. Copy. Request refueling. Unable to comply. Unable to comply.
He says they can't comply with refuel and rearm. Why is that? Fuel is off, fuel pump is off, engine is stopped. I'll take the mixture back.
I've had that a couple of times.
I had it before when I was on the grass, but that was for repair. I don't think I've had it before to do with reloading and refueling. I'll try it again. I've now turned off my fuel cut-off thing and my mixture cut-off thing. So let's just see.
Request refueling. Unable to comply. Unable to comply.
Still unable to comply. I think it's because I'm in the stages of being repaired. I'll try it again after I've been repaired. But this is the way I've normally.
Maybe.
I've normally done it like that, but maybe they've made changes. Now, having said that, I'm not getting a countdown for repair. I hit the wrong button, so I'll say that again. Having said that, I'm not getting a countdown for repair. Although they said copy, they don't seem to be doing it. I'll check it again.
I've seen that a couple of times where things don't
Kachin aka the Spitfire
operate the
SWAT.
way that they should.
Sorry, say again?
I've seen that a couple of times where things don't operate quite right.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to respawn and come back in.
Request repair.
Well, I've requested it again. He says copy. Don't think, because it normally comes up underneath that area where you've got your blue units and red nights units, time elapsed, etc. Oh, hang on. It did flash up.
What do you mean, Viper?
I am off the ground on the ramps being repaired. It probably was doing it, but I thought it normally left it on screen that you had another 60
You're the
seconds to
Spitfire
wait. I thought
killer.
it left that on screen. Perhaps it
Yeah, it
doesn't.
does normally.
Yeah, it didn't this time. It's only flashed it up underneath your grey band at the top there with that other information. It flashed it up to say 10
And
seconds,
the
and I just happened
40p
to notice
killer
it.
pretty much everything I fly.
Looks like my stream's going choppy again. I think I'm going to have to maybe drop down some of my graphics settings. I've maybe put it just a little bit too high because everything reverted
Well,
back
yes
to
and
like
no.
vanilla. So I clicked the high on the graphics settings, but perhaps that was a little bit too high.
Ah. I can hear you. Oh, there you are. Is that the 50?
Yeah.
So that's Laxor in the K50 or whatever it is.
DCS sound design so nice you feel like you're in there, can't wait when you can exit and enter your canopy without ejecting. The man. J. KA asterisk. Autocorrect is annoying.
To KA50. Yeah, okay. Yes, it would be nice to be able to jump in and out of the aircraft ad hoc rather than you jump out and then you can't get back in. That it would be nice to be able to do that. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to roll.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I've got to adjust my nose down. Hold on. Did you somehow just move that bar that says the blue and red units, time elapsed, etc.? This is now halfway down the screen. It was at the top. Now it's, I think it must have been shunted down by my comms window.
Yes.
Yeah, I took off comms and it shot back up to the top again, so that's fine. Right, I'm going to roll. Yep. Alright, my stream, sorry. Yep, canopy closed now. I think my pedals must be wonky under the desk because I feel as though my left foot is forward. If I straighten it up, it takes it off centre. So I think that I must have something in the way when I push my pedals right to the back. So it must be in the way. Yeah, nicely timed, Viper. I nearly had a really bad accident just then. I nearly knocked my rum over.
Okay, well, I've got to take care of business first. Hopefully the audio balance is alright.
Seems okay to me. I will see what you mean, yeah, because I can't hear your stream. So it's a case of what it's like on your stream, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, I pressed the wrong button there as well.
Alright. I've strayed way south. So, Viper, if you are watching this enough, you already was aware that I should close my canopy, which I just had as you spoke, and if you're watching the rest, you should be able to jump in a DCS spit and take off, shouldn't you? Oh, I'm out of ammo. RTB.
Yeah, I'm just sitting down in a field temporarily whilst I check if I can change any graphics settings without coming out of the game.
Yeah, I suppose it's easier to set down in the field. I've only done that in emergency, but I suppose I could, provided the field is flat enough. Very often they're not as flat as they look. And of course the field won't reload me.
No.
Prop pitch fully fine. So prop pitch is fully fine, cockpit is open. Gear down. I don't need track AR to flip out like that when I'm landing. Right. Flaps in a minute. Okay, flaps now. Notice how it doesn't pitch up violently as it does in War Thunder. Messy landing at the end, but it was alright.
I'll be right back.
Roger that, Compson. So I just need to reload now. I don't think I need any repair. Don't think anything could have got me.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Copy.
Flaps up. I think they've increased the amount of time that fuel is put in because
Refueling complete.
it seems to be more a bit more realistic. I'm sure it takes a lot longer than that in reality, but
Right.
it seems to have been increased to what it used to was some while back.
Oh, so the fill rate is reduced soon.
I don't know if the fill rate is reduced, but the amount of time that you hear the filling up sound has increased.
Oh, right, okay. Right.
Because it seemed too short before. Well, I feel as though it has been increased. I might be wrong, but I feel as though it has.
Rearming complete.
Okay, I'm refueled, rearmed.
Yeah, I'm just trying to kill off some of my Chrome tabs. I've got nearly 2.5 gig of memory allocated to to Chrome.
All right.
In fact, at the moment, it's got more memory allocated to it than DCS has.
Right. I tend to have just 2 tabs open. I've got Facebook just in case I see that someone is there that might join on Facebook, and I've got the restream screen that tells me who's watching on what platform. I've got 2 people there at the moment. I've got Comsin and Viper. They're both on YouTube, but there's also someone on Twitch, but I don't know who that is. But it's just not counting correctly. Unless, of course, one of the YouTube people left and the Twitch person came in, but I don't think so. They've been there for a while, so it doesn't count correctly. Sure of it.
Well, a lot of the time on Twitch, people just log on and just sit back and watch rather than interact.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. It's just that I feel as though they've been there for a while. So I don't think someone left YouTube and went, hang on, it's now showing 2 YouTubers. So it's now counting correctly, I think. 2 YouTubers and 1 Twitcher. Okay, so hello all YouTubers if I haven't said hello to you previously. And hello Twitch. Right, I'll straighten myself up.
I don't know if I pressed the right button there, but we've been asked if we kind of fancy doing a formation in Spitfire.
I'd love to do formations. Talking to my stream, why not? I was just talking to my stream instead of you.
Oh,
So I
sorry.
did it the wrong way. I did it the wrong way round that time. So yeah, I'd love to do formation in Spitfire. I'm sitting on the runway. If anyone wants to come and join me.
Alright, well, I'll head back. I'll see if I can get a half decent landing out of this thing. And it also give me a chance just to test if I've cured what was causing my frame, well, not my frame drops, but my apparent performance loss. Failing that, I'll have to quickly dip.
Go on, say
Sorry, go ahead.
Say again.
I might need to just dip out of
text-to-speech.
DCS.
Right.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I might need to dip out of the game very briefly to maybe drop a setting down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still getting encoding overload, that's not right.
Oh,
I never
okay.
used to get that.
Is that? Did you say that's at the bottom of the OBS screen or something?
Yeah, it'll be on the same line as where it says drop frames and your live duration and CPU usage.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
It only comes up when you have it.
Oh, I see. When it's overloaded, it comes up. Otherwise, it doesn't. Right. Okay. No, beyond that, I've got a nice green box, and that's it. No,
you're all right then. Perhaps this is where I've sort of made it recreate the settings. I just whacked it at full high. Maybe one of my settings now is slightly higher than it was before.
Right.
Which means I have to come out. I can reduce grass and clutter and trees, but I mean, I'd like to keep the trees if I can.
Yeah. I'm getting a message from Viper7 on my stream saying I'm doing 2 streams I asked for. I don't know if he's saying I asked for the formation.
It was Bravo the FYO, which would be Viper 7, I guess. Is that Viper 7? It's one with several names.
I don't know. Viper, come back on my chat, please. Have you got another name other than Viper and the Spitman or whatever it is?
The Spitman, that's the one. Yeah. So he's Bra with the FYO on Twitch.
Names, ha ha.
Oh, okay. So he asked for it. Okay. So who's going to be flying? Just the 2 of us? I thought you meant there was another person in game that I hadn't noticed.
No, just us two.
Yeah, that
You'll
sounds
change
good to
it
me.
to reduce confusion.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
I've
idea
lost
there,
where I am,
Viper.
yeah. Oh,
Damn it, are we going to take off in formation?
Right,
That's
so
a bit scary.
can try. I've got to
Viper.
manage to get back there first, unless I just drop out of this aircraft.
Okay, whatever. Viper, are you asking for a formation takeoff or just formation in flight?
So if you wanted to do a circuit whilst I'm getting back, that's fine. Or if you just
That
wanted
gets rid
to,
of the idea of having to take off in formation. I like this plan. I want to be part of it. Okay, I'm going to roll.
okay.
I'm back.
Okay, Comsin. I'm going to take off, and then Lexor and I are going to see about doing a bit of. Oh, I'm rolling. Can see about doing a bit of formation flying. I took my brake off, and it's caused me to roll. I didn't want to do that. Right, I'm going again. So, will you spawn in on parking bay 10? Oh, you could do
Whichever one is
56
the other.
actually, because I'm off that now, aren't I? So you could go on 56 if you want to. Guess.
Right, no, it'll be on the other. You don't get to choose what bay other than the aircraft. If you're in the aircraft that took off at whatever that bay was, then that's the only aircraft that spawns there.
Oh right, so
yeah,
so
I'll
that
pick up the other one that's not clipped one.
that parking bay is locked to me, even though I'm not on it.
It's not. Anyone can park on it, but that aircraft is the only one that spawns on it.
Okay, right. Until I change my spawn, or land or crash and change
Yeah.
my spawn. Okay. So what one are you spawning in on? Not that I necessarily know all of them, but I know 56 and I know 10.
It'll be one of those two.
That'll
So
be
10, yeah, because it'll be the one that isn't a clipped wing.
Chipper Man is back.
Yeah. The man is back. Which man is that, Comsin?
Okay, men.
Sorry, it's Viper that sent that. Yes, Viper. Comsin's back, you're there, and we've got someone else. Oh, we've got 3 people on YouTube. hello third person on YouTube. I'd be very happy if you'd like to say a quick hello. The plan at the moment, for those who are not aware, oh hang on, he's gone now, is he? Oh, I can't tell. The numbers are not adding up, they're not right. Anyway, the plan is that Laxter and I will try and form up and do a
I'm
bit
seeing a little bit of
formation.
jerkiness just as I'm sort of spiraling down.
Chill would be the man.
Send the man, you the man, you the man. I'm not seeing you. I take it you haven't spawned in yet. Oh, I pushed the wrong button, didn't I? Hold on. I'm not seeing you. I guess you haven't spawned in yet.
Not quite, no. Hang on.
That's okay then. Yeah, according to Restream, I've got 3 people viewing on YouTube and 1 person on Twitch. Now I often have 1 person on
Just
Twitch that
found
sits
out
there.
how to save controls on War Thunder. Nice.
You've only just found that out? Blimey. Yeah, you do need to be able to save your controls on War Thunder, absolutely. Well, on all of them. What would be nice if War Thunder was like DCS, in as much as you can save different controls, or different control settings
Hold
for
on,
different
I have to go
aircraft.
train on wood.
Okay. Yeah, I got that, Viper. Okay, I think see you sitting there now. I think.
No, you don't, because I've just landed in a helicopter.
Oh, okay, that's fine. The thing I saw was just a dot somewhere, because I was quite distant.
Right, okay, so I've just spawned in, but then I've realised I've got to come out again to just tweak my graphics settings very slightly. So
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So you're in beta. Oh, you've gone out again.
Yeah. I've got to leave. It's just crashed my DCS for me.
Ah. Damn it.
You want to buy a girl for your daughter? Yeah, I've got the same thing. I need to buy a couple of Lego board games for the ground crew. And I don't want them appearing, because what you can't do now on Steam is buy copies on account to gift at a time and a person of your choosing that you may not necessarily know yet.
I can't understand most of that because I've only got
sorry.
one earphone in.
Sorry, no, that's my fault.
When I've got one earphone in for some daft reason, it feels so imbalanced I can't hear properly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. No, I was pressing the wrong button, so.
And of course the engine sound is quite loud.
done it again.
Again.
I went ahead and joined. Yeah, I joined the server, and then it didn't work. I need to change the settings first. Because the game crashed, it threw me out. It threw me off of what I was doing. I was about to ask you, do you know what you can probably tell me, because it's probably, you can see it, you just can't change it in your options, what your preload radius is.
What my what radius is?
Preload radius.
So I can get to options from here, can I?
You can get to it, you just won't be able to modify it.
Okay, well that's fine. It's just that I also need to kind of trim the aircraft out of it. But I'm gonna risk it. If the aircraft crashes, it's not really much of a problem. Stand by. Can you point me to where it is?
It will be under the system tab.
Under system, but yeah, I'm just trying to find it.
So it's a slider. It's a slider on the right hand side.
Right, that helps. Yeah, 60,000 I've got.
Okay, right. I'll have to just.
Oh, I can still fly.
I'll have to see what I can do.
I can still control. I didn't realise I'd be out of control. So
it's only the controls. It's only the control screen you can't control ironically.
No, but I thought because I was like I'd hit escape and gone somewhere other than the flight I was in, I thought I wouldn't be able to control the aircraft, but I can. I was expecting that I was going to trim it out and leave it or crash. Got trees visibility 100%, clutter and grass 1,000, preload radius 60,000, chimney smoke density 5, that's probably not important, gamma 2.2, I've really got no idea what I should have there.
I just did something.
Anisotropic filtering is 8, terrain object shadows is default, cockpit global illumination is on, messages font scale is 1, oh that doesn't matter.
I think I'll just join the stream. It will be coming back in a moment. DCS just folded on me, so give it a second or two.
Am I okay to close this options window now, or do you still need it?
No, it should be fine. It's just crashed again.
Oh dear. I just realised Viper said, hold on, I have to go to train on WOD. He's the one that asked us to do the formation flying. Are you still there, Viper? Right. It would appear that Viper, who asked us to do the formation flying, has gone to train on WOD, World of Dingbats, I don't know.
Train on what? I've never heard of that. Anyway, I'm in a Spitfire. So it's all. I've been flying this for a bit.
Did you say you're in? Oh yeah, I got you now. Yeah, so he asked us to fly in formation, and now he's not there. He's gone training.
Yeah, that's right. Very nice.
Yeah, I tried to do it without wrecking you that time. So is it Comsin that's still with me at the moment? On YouTube, that is, of course. Don't know the Twitcher. They never actually speak, and it could be that they can't. So that's fine.
feels like I haven't done half as much as I need to take off compared to the I-16.
Well, yeah.
One lever in the gear's done rather than 4 levers and 30 seconds of winding.
Yeah.
That was quite a smooth takeoff for me.
Yeah, it looked it. I'm on your 7.
I suppose we want a formation fly in a different direction, really, shouldn't we?
Probably, yeah. Because of those units.
Yeah, roll left.
Following you. Not that Viper's here to watch it, of course.
The Spitfire I find quite difficult to keep straight and level.
Trim. I fly
yeah,
with one division of nose up, and I retain the rudder offset for takeoff.
Right.
I'm closing up on your 4.
Okay, I won't worry about rudder trim then. I'll just keep the stick steady. A fairly steady 240.
I'm closing at 260. Dropping back.
According to my artificial horizon, when I look, oh, hang on, sorry, micro freeze. when I'm flying level, I appear to be rolling right slightly, so it's like my horizon's a bit off.
I don't know if that's adjustable. When you said you had a freeze, you suddenly dropped for me.
Right.
Are you holding really steady?
I was, but then I lost it.
I'm going to try and get to your 3 and hold it there.
Okay. I appear to have sped up slightly, although that is decreasing. So failing that, if you want to just say when you want to switch.
I'll close in for a little while and then I'll switch. Finding it really difficult. Because, I mean, from my point of view, it seems as though you're dropping and picking up.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on my... I think my pitch must... Yeah, see, I've just dropped. I thought I was going fairly level, but perhaps I'm not. Perhaps I need to deaden off my pitch at the centre point.
Yeah, might do. Pretty much at your 3.
Yeah.
But then immediately springs apart.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to switch over?
Yeah. I'll try and skid past you on your left. You mean to climb like that?
Yeah. Just let me... I thought it was going to go past on my left, so I thought I'd throttle up and go over the top and drop him behind.
Okay.
Which kind of worked, but...
Can you see me?
Yep. I'm on your 6.
It seems to in this. I don't feel as though I'm up and down at all. I'm looking at the horizon, not the artificial one, the real one. I'm keeping it, I think, pretty steady.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I thought I was steady, but then when you look at your climb and your descent gauge, I was all over the place.
Am I steady?
Not quite close enough to be able to tell yet.
I'm doing about 300, 280, 300. The throttle back. Are you able to see if I'm steady yet?
Yeah, I'm not quite close enough. I'm struggling to catch up at the moment.
Okay, I'm going to throttle back. Throttling back to 240.
slowly approaching. What was your speed?
About 240.
Okay, coming in at 260. Yeah, you seem moderately level, yeah. Whether or not I'll be able to match it, doesn't matter.
Which side are you coming in from?
Approaching your 3.
Not seeing you.
Currently on your 4 though. Maybe
Below
that's a
me?
5. I'm a little bit distant, I need to move over. No. Moderately level.
Oh, you're further
Getting
off. than I
close.
thought. Okay, I see you. You're behind the metalwork, of course, as usual.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go now. See ya.
Okay, come in, see ya.
I feel like I'm going to overtake. Yeah.
Hey, I think I'm pretty
Starting to
much
try to
trimmed at
move in.
240. I'm trimmed at about 240. I was. See why pilots didn't want to fly in formation. It takes so much concentration, you can't look around.
That must have been me that went up. Lost your marker now. Whoa. No. On your 7. And this is why I don't generally fly in formation, because I can't.
It's very difficult. In this, in War Thunder it's easier.
Yeah. Perhaps I do need to just desensitize my stick at the centre point.
Well, the trouble with that is that then if it's wrong, you need a bigger movement to correct it because you're desensitized. So it's certainly a roundabouts and swings thing. I'm doing 260 at the moment. Is that too fast?
No, 260 is right, I'm coming at 28. Coming in too fast.
Oh, my engine just broke. Why is that? We didn't collide, did we?
I clipped your rotor with my tail.
Ah, right. Gear down.
I thought I was going to be alright and make it, but clearly did not.
Are you able to land?
Oh yeah, mine's alright. It was only the tail. I'm not even sure if I took any damage.
Okay.
I've lost my right elevator.
Yeah, landing on grass is always a bit iffy because it might be more bumpy than you realise. Okay, I think I failed there. I don't think I survived that one.
Coming in. Coming in.
To what? To my aircraft?
I think you survived it better than I did.
No, I don't think so. I've got a black screen.
So have I.
Oh well.
Oh, actually, yeah, we're both upside down. Okay. But we're both upside down in formation, so mission
That's
accomplished.
okay then. Crash in formation. We've now got to both select different. Oh, we can't because we haven't got a clip wing. Oh, that's snookered then, isn't it? Can I select clip wing? Hold on. Let's let me, yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to
Okay,
stop
I'm
it.
back in 56.
Wait.
If you
think
don't,
you could-
you'll be caught in a cockpit as you are.
Well, no, because you'd have to go back to spectator if that's the case, and then reselect.
Yeah. Yeah, what I do is I just select another aircraft and then just immediately go back to the slot I want.
Yeah.
Oh, that was all a big waste of time because Viper wasn't even there to see the failure.
No, but everyone on my stream was, so it wasn't lost.
Oh, that's all right then. Have you got lots?
There's about 9 or so.
Blimey. In that case, I'll top my glass up. And see if I can see what's going on with my pedals that makes them feel wonky. Right, well I think my pedals feel straighter. Mind you, what's the time? It's 1 o'clock, so I probably won't do much more anyway.
Okay. might dive into the 16. So
Yeah.
just rather than burn more of your time crashing like that.
And I've got the P51 obviously, but just diving into that is a pain because I've got a load of mapping to do on it. So that takes a while. That's not the thing I'd do now. I'd only do that when I wasn't streaming.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw you go past, but I didn't know where you went.
Neither do I, in fairness. I'm down by the helicopters.
Okay.
Oh, you're over there. Okay, you're in the air. Okay.
Yep.
It should be interesting to do a quick experiment.
Quick
Experiment with turning, because when I'm throwing this around, I put some flaps on, which is something I never used to do,
Yeah.
and it makes me wonder how it would compare now to the Spitfire's turn.
So that's you've got variable flaps, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to chase me, and I'll do just ordinary turning without flaps, and then later on I'll try put some flaps
Yeah.
on and see what happens.
Once I catch up with you.
Can't even see you.
Coming round. I'm also going to be fighting your speed as well.
Yeah, I was doing about 300, so I'm dropping back.
I'm doing about 280, but unfortunately that's kilometres.
Oh right, yeah. Something was just shooting at me.
Well, yeah, you flew near the bridge.
Yeah, that's right. Wasn't really looking, because I was looking around to see if I could find you, but I can't still see you.
No, I'm still somewhere in your 6, low 7.
Not seeing you. I'm going to overfly the runway east to west.
Okay, so I'm still below you. I think you're coming towards me now. Yeah, so I'm starting to fly parallel to you, but I'm low.
Same direction.
Yeah, I'm still turning to get close to you. Okay, right, I'm low on your 9. 8. Level on your 7. 6-ish.
I can't see you. Oh, you've got markers on, haven't you?
I can still see you though.
Yeah, but having a marker catches your eye, and I haven't got that.
Okay, well you fly straight, but don't go too fast.
I've throttled right back. 260.
Okay. I've also got to keep an eye on my temperatures as well. To keep up to you, I might be ragging the engine a bit.
Okay, I'll take it to 200. I'm going to take that to 200.
Okay, I'm closing.
Crept up to 220. I'm taking it back down to 200.
I'm actually trying whipping it at the moment, so who knows, I might seize the engine before I get to you, but
Okay,
we'll see how
dropping
it
to
goes.
180.
going 425 kilometers an hour. Okay, right, I'm with you.
Okay, so I'll commence
But I'm
the
going
turn.
too fast to put the flaps on me.
I'm going to commence the turn. Stay with me then, yeah?
Hang on a second. Okay, yeah, I'll give it a go.
Doing a gentle turn at the moment, not an evasive turn. Right, let me know when you're dead on my 6 and I'll make an evasive turn.
Okay, I'm just trying to get to a point where I can actually deploy my flaps. Perhaps under combat situation, the flaps won't. Because I might just be going too fast.
Yeah,
Yeah, so at the moment I can't deploy flaps, so perhaps it's only at the slower speeds that it's going to be effective.
yeah. I mean, we can just try it anyway. If you're on my 6,
yeah.
I'll try and get on yours and you try and stay on mine, yeah? You good with that? I mean, are you
Yeah,
in a
okay,
good
go
position
for
at
it.
the moment to do that? Okay, here I go. I'm gonna turn. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, we're going slow enough now for me to deploy my flaps.
Okay.
So I'm matching your turn rate, so at the moment I just don't know how far you're pushing it.
I'm pushing it reasonably, but I'm going to try dropping my flaps.
I'm matching it.
I'm putting my flaps up.
I mean, I've had a couple of angles where I would have got the shot. Five degrees of flaps appears to make quite a significant difference. Yeah, I believe if I'd have fired, I could have had you. I've been able to stick with you the entire time.
Yeah. I mean, I was pushing it to the point where it was feeling like it was going to flip out.
Right. I mean, you could comfortably outrun me if you then pulled your flaps and gunned it. But yeah, as it is at lower speed.
Yeah. I've lost you again. You still behind me?
On your four.
Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. I can't see you around that side.
Still got your flaps down, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I gotta do that because I never do it.
I mean, you beat me on the roll rate, for sure.
That I find surprising when compared with War Thunder.
Well, the roll rate is alright, but it's the rudder that's the danger in War Thunder. A sustained fight, you'd probably get me. When you're accelerating, because I can't match the acceleration and turn. I've got the turn.
The one advantage you do have at the moment is that you know where I am. I've got no idea where you are. That's perfectly normal for me.
What about if we swap sides?
Hey?
What about if we swap ends then? So I'll take point.
Well, hang
We'll
on,
start
no,
on-
see how it goes, And let's face it, you can take a shot. We can always just jump in the different aircraft. I've found you. Is that because you were thinking about swapping?
No, I've been moderately close most of the time. I just not taken any shot.
No, I didn't know if because you said about swapping over, whether that's why I was able to turn and get some chance of getting to you.
No, I was just flying really. Oh no, I lost you. Another one. Yeah, it's a straight line speed. You're going to burn past me.
Yeah.
And that's even not my... I'm pushing it a bit. I'm not at full width. Yeah, the key for the 16 is getting the target to drop the speed down. As soon as the speed
Yeah.
drops, I can deploy the flaps, and then I'm on you. I'm right on your 6.
Yeah, I saw you in the mirror. Are you smoking?
Not that I can see, but that doesn't mean I'm not.
Oh, it just might have been, I might misidentified, but it looks as though for a second that you were smoking. Light smoke or steam, but that's an air-cooled
No.
engine, isn't it?
Well, I've got, oh, that's a, yeah, I don't know. So I've dropped my revs back now, just in case I was close to burning the engine out. No, I've lost you. Where did
I've
you
lost
go?
you as well.
Okay. And I've got rockets on this one as well.
Alright.
That's close. Are you trying to slow me down now?
No, I was just seeing what effect the
Uh,
flaps have, because I don't use flaps.
Yeah. Because in theory, you should have better low speed capabilities once it gets below a certain point, shouldn't you? So
Doesn't
for
seem
me
to
to
work
slow
that way.
down and stay on target, I'd probably fall out of the air where you've got enough lift to stay up.
I don't know. I have to go slow enough to deploy the flaps once again. But these are like air brakes, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
You're staying with me, I take it. I can't see you, but I take it you're staying with me.
Yeah, I'm right on your 6 at the moment. Well, 3, high 4. No, Boston. Yes, interesting. I wasn't expecting to be able to keep up with you that well. Because you know how it is when you fly sort of singular. It feels, something might feel really nippy, but then when you put it up against something else, you realise it actually isn't. But I'm moderately impressed with that. It's a shame that it doesn't fly like this in War Thunder.
Yeah. I thought they did. I thought the I-16 was a really tight flying aircraft.
No, it doesn't turn very well. The G50 would destroy it in a turn. The Series 7. I've not flown against or with a Hurricane against it to know how it compares on that front.
I think that the flaps down on the Spit actually messes up the turn from what I've just experienced when I put them up and down. It slows you down. It's turning. It's wanting to flip your nose down because of the speed.
Yeah, so it kills your turn, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which maybe is why flaps work so well in War Thunder, because it pushes your nose up.
Yeah, but I don't use them in War Thunder either, so perhaps I should try. But then that's just a game anyway.
For when I'm turning in a Hurricane, definitely. Under 160, deploy flaps, and you'll be all over. And you'll be all over a 109.
Yeah. I haven't particularly found that, but that probably just tells you something about me. Oh well, but it's 1:30.
Yeah.
That was interesting to do.
That was quite interesting.
Yeah, it was good to do. Not very satisfying because I ended up being chased all over the place, not getting away and crashing. Apart from that, it was interesting.
I have to. Undead came into the server for the first time. It's his first flight in DCS.
Oh, good.
But he's saying that if he does fly, he will be buying a 109.
Oh, right, okay.
So whether he flies with us or against us, doesn't matter. But it'll be good fun either way.
Yeah, I think we could do with some combat in this.
Oh yeah, I think I did push my engine a bit. Either that or I pushed my fuel a bit. I really need to work out which one is my fuel gauge. Because my engine is sputtering and I don't know why.
Well, maybe because you've been pushed.
Well, it's not over temperature. It appears to be about 90 degrees on one temperature and 2 on another, which is awful.
I think a long time ago, Gauging was saying that if you start to push your engine too much, you will wear it out, and that wearing out will stay with it. So maybe it's the same here. It should be, really. So the longer you fly, apart from the fact that your pilot gets tired, if you've been pushing the engine, it will suffer some damage and it won't recover that damage. So I imagine it must be the same with this. And you were pushing it when I sped up, weren't you?
Oh yeah, that's the first time I've ever been sitting there running at 100% RPM, as well as giving it emergency warp out.
Yeah.
Which I learnt from Wiggling. I never knew what that actually stood for.
Say again? You talk about WEP, what it stood for.
Yeah.
Yeah, War Emergency Power.
Power.
Yeah.
Which
And
I
they
had
used to
no
talk
idea
about...
I thought WEP was just a. I thought that was just a term of gauging a
War
it's like an
Emergency
arcade
Power.
boost your
War-
engine term.
No, it's War Emergency Power, and certainly on a Spitfire and probably Hurricane. I don't know about other aircraft, but I was pretty sure on a Spitfire there was a little bit of wire to go to WEP. You push the throttle and you pushed it through that stop, that little piece of wire. So when you landed, they would know if you've wept your engine because the wire would be broken. So the I-16 is also a bitch on the ground.
That's probably the best landing I've managed so far.
You got away with it, certainly.
It's as unstable as it ever was when I was having trouble taking off. It's just as hard coming into land.
Well, as I say with the Spitfire, when your wheels hit the deck on the Spitfire, that's when your troubles start. It's not a case of, oh, my wheels are down, I'm safe. That's when your troubles start, because it'll be all over the place. And there's a bit the same, obviously, with the I-16. Although the I-16's got a
Have you heard
wider
the engine
wheelbase. Again? The engine.
Have you heard how lumpy the engine is?
Yeah, it is rough. Yeah, very rough. You might not make it to a parking bay.
No. I can see my manifold pressure. Sort of. I don't know, is that engine pressure or manifold? I can't remember. But it's not normally sits at 1 atmosphere, but it's now sort of fluttering. But it normally sits at 2 atmospheres. Sorry. Yeah, it normally sits at 2 atmospheres, and it's now flapping between 1 and 1.5.
Yeah.
Have I got flat tyres as well?
No, they're okay.
They sounded squishy.
When I landed in the Spit, and I believe it was shot up, I mean, by ground units,
No.
and that definitely made a noise. It sounded exactly like a tyre that's gone flat on you when you're motoring along. It's only just making it, isn't it, that engine?
Yeah, I think it's still got a little bit in it. When it started sputtering like this before now, I've had about maybe 10 minutes flight, which would have been obviously putting it under more stress than I am now.
Yeah. How did you roll
Right, there's a
backwards?
kill switch. Ping probably, or lag of some description. Blimey. I still don't know what supercharge does. I've never used it. That's an altitude thing, isn't it?
I think it amplifies the air input to the engine. So, like, whereas you get, instead of the air being sucked into the carburetor, it gets pumped into the carburetor.
Right. I wonder if that gives more. Well, I presume that gives more performance then. Doesn't it?
Oh yeah, but I suppose it also adds a bit of
'Cause I
danger to
thought-
the engine.
Mm.
Okay, well, look, it's 20 to 2, so and I had a much later night than I thought I was going to last night because I ended up sitting here fiddling myself. So I'll shove off and catch you perhaps next weekend.
Okay.
All right.
If we
anyone,
do any DCS sessions during the week, I'll give you a shout then as well.
yeah, just let me know. I won't necessarily join, but yeah, let me know. Depends on what I'm doing at the
No,
time.
that's fair enough. Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right. So anyone on Laxos stream, good night to you folks, and maybe we'll catch you all another time. And this is Bill 49 signing off. So TTFN.
All right. Take care.
Yeah. Night. And for the Twitch viewer on my stream, thank you for being with me, even if you don't say anything, and I realise that perhaps you possibly can't. But thanks for joining me, and I'm going to close the stream now. I'll catch you another time. Take care.